Hello, Junction City. Justin Ballard here, captain of the Lincoln Douglas team. Let's talk about life. I've been running into this value criterion pair for the past couple weeks against Manhattan, and their value is life, which they define as living, being alive, obviously. And they also have the criterion of human rights. Okay, so this is kind of a strange value criterion pair because how they're running it is basically what they're trying to do is they're saying that you can't have any other values because unless you're alive, you have to first be living to enjoy any other values. Here's the flaw in this entire argument. First of all, life is not an absolute. It's not the best value. It's not the most important value in the round because the people voluntarily give up their right to life for other things they believe in. Soldiers, for example, have given up the right to life. They've laid down their lives for people to enjoy freedoms, to protect the Constitution, democracy, and justice. All these different types of things soldiers have given up their lives for, and so would other people. Most people would say that they would die for a cause. They would die for something. Okay. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is the way they're running it is basically they're trying to say that PMFs commit human abuses. Okay. Sure, agree with them on that. Say yes, they do definitely commit human abuses. But what you're going to use as well is kind of a seatbelt argument. Although, a couple of these PMFs do commit abuses and they do kill people, it doesn't make the entire industry bad, especially because they're focusing on the private security firms, not the overall private military firm industry. In addition to that, you're going to bring up stuff like the My Lai controversy in Vietnam and the Abu Ghraib prison incident in 2004. You're going to bring up all these different incidents and say that soldiers do the same thing. So because soldiers commit human rights abuses, are they not justified? No logical judge would ever agree on that. And using that is a really good strategy as well. But even if the judge still doesn't buy it and they're still saying that PMFs are bad and that, they take away lives, what you're going to do is that saying by using PMFs, you're allowing the military to be more ready because these PMFs perform tedious adjunctive tasks at the bases, right? And by performing these tasks, it allows the military to be more flexible, to be more ready to go out and perform things. Also, with the assistance of these PMFs, they can perform even more military objectives and save more lives, being more proactive. You're also going to need to research some background evidence on humanitarian efforts that PMFs also bring. You'll find things, for example, in Africa and Asia, where they train militaries and where they provide food for people who are obviously poor and stuff like, need food and stuff like that. And by training these militaries, you avoid war, such as there's evidence about how Rwanda could have been avoided, the entire civil war there, because of PMFs. You're going to definitely want to look up some evidence for that as well. Ultimately, what you're going to push through in your final rebuttals as affirmative, you're going to push through the fact that people die for their beliefs and that they would give up their life for defending things that they believe in. Okay, and one of those things they believe in is democracy, is consistency, all these different things that I think our value criterion pair is consistency and accountability. But people give up their life for what they believe in. And in addition to that, you're also going to push the fact that bad, wrong, and all those different things do not mean unjustified. Just because we do something bad does not mean that it's unjustified. We killed millions of people in World War II. But people know that's a justified war because of the cause, why we did it, why we killed those people. We know that there's going to be a few casualties in war. War is not a tea party. We also know that PTSD and other psychological disorders make both soldiers and PMFs more likely to commit these human atrocities. But what you're going to see is overall, it is insignificant. It is so minuscule in the large picture, and that's how you're going to win the debate. Like I've said, this value criterion pair, I've seen it a few times, and I've been able to handle it recently really well. The only real issues I've been having with it is just the fact that my value is consistency, and a lot of them are saying people would die for their rights or for anything like that, but they wouldn't die for consistency. It's kind of hard to understand my value criterion pair without hearing the round though, but ultimately that's how you would deal with life, and that's how you would deal with human violations and stuff like that. So anyways, that's all I have for today. I will have more videos up in the future. I'm also going to start posting videos of some of the OI and their performances and such stuff like that. I'll hopefully get some few practice rounds up, but that's all. Good night, Junction City.